Hey there, Jed Kobernusz here from jedkobernusz.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy. It's a tool that I use to get past my analytical mind and think out loud. It's kind of crazy. This little bit, right? This little 10 minutes is so beneficial to my health, and I challenge you to do this. Just give it a shot. You don't have to share it to the world like I do. But hit record, maybe give yourself 5 minutes even, right? 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Try go as long as you can comfortably, right? And as soon as you get a little uncomfortable, say those things out loud. Be like, I have no idea what I'm saying. That's okay. Whatever it is at the surface of what's happening, that's what I do. I just hit record. I don't even think about it. It's literally just hit record. Hey, this is my intro. Here it is, right? Like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about ever. And that's why I do it. I love the spontaneity. Maybe I have a thought before I hit record and then I talk about that. Maybe I don't. It doesn't matter either way. So, yeah. The thought that I have right now, it's coming to mind, coming to surface right at this very second, very moment, is how much fun I had recently being a guest on a podcast. I do, my own podcast with Cody Skogstead, and I do Off the Cuff. If you're listening, if you're looking for some entertainment of randomness, I suggest searching Off the Cuff Jed Cody, and you'll have it, right? There it is. But this person found me on LinkedIn and listened to, he said 1 minute, which is awesome. Like, I'm grateful for that. He said 1 minute. He goes, yeah, I need to have this guy on my podcast. It's like, oh, okay. Just by pure, chance, but it's not chance. Everything is planned already. I believe that. I can change it whenever I want, and it's already done, all at the same time. So anyway, it's putting the content out there. Like, my content's not perfect. This is nowhere near perfect. You can hear the heater of the truck, of the pickup, as I'm driving. Like, the quality of audio here is not great, and I get that, right? I completely understand that. I just do. So, to get past that, I was on this podcast, and it was cool. I was the longest, like this guy, very, very intelligent dude. His podcasts typically run between 25 and 30 minutes. We went almost an hour and a half. 3 times the amount of time for his average podcast. So my ego just hit in there and was going to say, I hope that was okay. Get out of here. It was okay, because he just kept asking questions and he wanted to talk, and I was game, man. I was game on at that point. Somebody's going to talk to me about health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, mindset, mental health, habits, journaling, whatever. Dude, I could talk all day about that. And why, right? Because it's what I do. It's a part of my day. I feel it in so many different ways in my being. And I'm game, right? And I don't worry about what is gonna say. We didn't do a pre-scheduled meeting beforehand, right? We should probably meet up and just make sure that we're compatible or whatever. It's he sent me those options to be like, hey, do you want to do a meeting before we do that? And it's no, man. If you want, I'm game, I'm ready, always. Let's do a podcast. I don't need an agenda. I will talk about what you want to talk about. And if that relates, great. If not, then we don't need to publish that podcast. Is that wasted time? Absolutely not. Is that content? Absolutely. Right? Now, granted, it went an hour and a half, so Usually if somebody's like, oh, I don't know if an hour and a half, like we've recorded so many hour and a half episodes, 2-hour episodes, 2.5 hour episodes. We like to go minimum an hour, but for this one, for these it's 10 minutes because LinkedIn only lets me go at 10 minutes, and I like the native video to LinkedIn. But anyway, so this person finds me, right? And it's like, hey, let's do a podcast. I'm jacked. Like, I put out so much content that somebody will find me sometime, somewhere, somehow. And I'm not worried about what that content is, because this is what it's for. Literally, this is what it's for. Is an intro to who I am. This is for me to continuously grow with who I am. Those words, I am, right? I identify as a person who people find, right? I identify as a person who people find to be on podcasts, to hire as their personal trainer, to hire as their coach, to talk to lean on, to have him lean on them, like however it works. I love it. Just because I'm not afraid to put it out there, same day, same time, no polishing. It's just who I am. Does not matter. And the other fun part was like the cursing thing. Like, I swear, I don't give a shit, right? Like, this is just me. Like, it is me. I don't worry about how I sound, what words I use, what topic I pick, what I talk. Zero. It's just me. If you don't like that, you don't have to listen. You can move on. And I was picking up the vibes that he does not. Like, I've never met this guy before until we go live on a podcast. Awesome. I love it. And then, I'm picking up that he does not curse. So, I can channel that. It's very easy. If somebody just starts out and goes, fuck, I'm like, sweet. Okay. Now I don't have to, and it's not a laborsome task, but if they're cursing, well then, okay, cool. I'm all in, right? Like, they're doing their swearing, they're being, not that cursing, if you curse, like you are your authentic self, and if you don't, you're not. It's just, that's how it sounds in my head, right? Like, that is literally how it sounds in my headspace, is if I stub my toe, yeah, there's a curse, there's a swear word all day. If I drop a pen, same concept. In my head, it sounds, so like, stub your toe, fuck, that hurt, right? But it's the same concept. But if I drop that pen, fuck, all right, I'm going to pick up that pen. It's how it sounds in my head. It just is. And I drop shit all the time. Like, ask my work. They call me Butters. And I think that's a South Park reference. I think I'm good with it. Or Butterfingers, or I don't know. It doesn't even matter. But it's funny as hell. It's because every day I drop something. It's not a day if I don't drop something. And it's just how I'm kind of clumsy. I'm good with it. And I'm glad that they're good with it, because I drop stuff. I'm left-handed, so maybe that's it too. Maybe I can blame it on my left-handedness. And everything in this world is right-handed. So maybe that's it too. But yeah, that podcast, it was a lot of fun. It really, I had some tears at the end of it. Not literally on the podcast, but afterwards I was just massively into gratitude, going, wow. Because I put myself out there, somebody found me and said, hey, I'd like to interview you for my podcast. And I'm like, cool. Okay. And then the funny part was my bio, right? Like, I'm so all over the place, and I'm okay with it. Like, my bio, the explanation of who I am, is very simple, and that's how I am. I wanted to keep it that way. It's just, certified ACSM certified exercise physiologist. I created the 365 watt journey. I'm I would say a movement coach, like movement of mind and body, movement coach, a husband to an awesome wife, and way more awesome, like, let's just call it astonishing, right? Incredible, stunning, right? And a father to just 3 of the best children that have taught me every single moment of my life. I'm just grateful for them, father to them, and a lover of tech, right? I love technology. I love to tweak it. I love to see what I can do with it and really exhaust the resource as something that can help humanity. And then just, I would say, a blogger, that's part of the bio. And then, anybody who's just finding joy in what I do, that is my bio. Everything that I do is at jedkobernusz.com, and that would be my bio. So those points, you kind of looked at that and went, okay, we got to break that down. Like, what does that mean? It's like, cool. That's why I could go into so many, like, what's my brand? Another question. It was so cool. Those questions made me think, and it was like, I keep it very surface level because that's where most people hang out. And then once you start to dive into, like, Jed Kobernusz, if you really go into Google it, right, there's some depth there, damn it. Like, I have a ton of content. There is a ton of information out there that I have put out there about me and about how it can help other people and how it can help, right? But okay, so that's what it is. Like, I'm telling myself this is literally going, I need you to hear what's going on, what you have done, and what you continue to do. Because I'm so in the moment that 3 steps ahead is continuing. That's it. Continuing. And now I realize I'm over 10 minutes, so this will have to be a YouTube link into LinkedIn and right? But that's the bio, right? Like, what people see, what people search, what people are going to see it. And that's what's really funny. Here's a random. I saw a reputation commercial, right? Like, people are trying to get hired or trying to hire somebody else, whatever it is, and they're like, yeah, I Googled your name and this one thing came up. A reputation fixer. Like, it was a commercial for that. Like, if somebody damaged your reputation online, now there's a service you can pay that they will help you increase your reputation. It seems as to me the credit score is going away, and a reputation score, if you will, online is the new credit score. Yeah, I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to predict that. Your reputation of the internet, on the internet, will be greater than your credit score to do anything. Like, your credit score won't mean much. Like, it'll have a percentage, a fraction, I would say, just a small percentage, versus like, what is he putting out there online? What is she putting out there online? What is this person putting out there to say, this is who I am, right? And then that will completely take over the credit score. which is pretty, I want to say ruthless, but actually, like, it's pretty raw. Like, the internet, like, think of, like, the masses. The internet, man, knows no mercy. Like, you are either good or not. And that's okay. Like, cool. I like it that way. Like, if you like me, great. If you don't, great. I like me. I love me. That's all that matters to me. I don't hear accolades. I don't hear it. It was cool for somebody to ask me questions of what the breakdown was of who I am and my story. And obviously there's so much to it. But there isn't a crazy amount that's not out there already. It's just retelling the story over and over and over again. And people are starting to find out, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Because you put out content. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. So many people get hung up on that you slow down, that you almost stop, that you actually stop, that, hey, this isn't going to be perfect, so I'm not going to put it out there. Put it out there. You have a story to tell. We all do. Just put it out there and see what happens. If it works, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Did you have fun doing it? That's the important part. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun buttons, please hit them. I would really appreciate it. And as always, if you are willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.